everyone. This is an interview series with current business analysis professionals. This is to help others and aspiring business analysts in the industry to understand what the role is and what are the challenges and benefits around it. My name is Puneet. I would be your host for your session. And this interview, like I said, is with experienced business analysts to understand the challenges of the role and the benefits of the role, why should you become, and what are the apprehensions to close them, if any. Today, we have Nikhil, who is an experienced business analyst. Welcome, Nikhil, to the session.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. All right. So I think we should start. Nikhil, why don't we start with a bit of your background and
My name is Nikhil D, and I started my career with sales and marketing in an uh, telecom industry, but then I moved in BPO industry. So overall, I have 13 years of experience, and started with customer care executive in BPO industry, and then continuous learning and work, and I got a couple of promotions, and then moved to technical account manager. And after that, honestly, to be very honest, I got up in a saturation level wherein I that's when I actually started thinking of switching my career, because till then it was going all well. There was no issues. I was learning, I was growing, I was working, everything was fine. But then after 13 years, I started thinking that this is not going well now. And that's how I started the research on internet, started talking to a couple of friends who were already in IT industry, and I came across this roles called business analyst, and that actually appealed me a lot, because the role and the work, what a BA does is something which actually excites me. So that's how I got into a BA role.
right? And how did you achieve the role of the BA? Did you do certifications or was it more of a lateral movement?
It's more of a, I won't say lateral movement, but I did couple of certifications on Udemy. I went through many videos on YouTube, and I came across Techcanvass while I was doing my research before getting into BA. So not initially, I thought of doing any major certification, because I was not 100% sure as to it is right decision to move to a new role altogether, because from a non-technical background going into a BA role, which is majorly a technical role. But then the best part of BA is it welcomes non-technical, technical, any sort of people with any background. They do not. It does not doesn't require a specific background that you have to be a technical person or you need some technical background or knowledge. But that's the best part I liked about BA role, which actually gives a boost to the people who want to switch to IT and they do not have background with technical background. So that's the main part of BA. But then, no, I did not do any major certification. I am yet planning to do ECBA, for which I actually got myself enrolled at Techcanvass. And Abhishek sir was awesome. He held throughout the session. His recordings, I keep watching them still. And the way he used to clear the doubts, because for me it is more of a on-job training, because I am actually working as a BA. But now when I got into the shoes of BA, now I think that is the right time to certif- get myself the certification done, and Tech Canvas is the one stop for that.
Great. Yeah. Speaking of how do you move, I mean, when you said that you have you thought that BA was more of a technical role, and maybe it would be difficult for you to come into it. Any other apprehensions that you might have had related to the role or the switch? Did you do it within your firm? Did you switch firms? And while you do it, how about for the challenges, if any?
Yeah, definitely. Initially, I faced many challenges. I did not do it in the same firm. I had to switch the company because, as I said, I was in a BPO industry. So in BPO, BA is not someone that they really hire. But similar role to BA they do have. Like I was in a technical account manager position when I left BPO. So it is not exactly the same role, but then it is similar to BA, wherein you interact with clients, you handle their accounts, and then here in BA we do not handle the account, we just handle their projects or application or whatever they are getting developed. But then it is more of a same role. But then I had to switch company. I switched two companies before getting into actual BA role. First, I had to switch to a small company that is in Indore, and then I took the knowledge and understanding as to what IT people work, what is development, what is front end, what is back end, what quality testing means, what is agile. I got into basic understanding of everything, and then I started preparing for my interviews for brand or good companies, and then I landed up in a BA role. So yes, I definitely faced challenges initially when I actually decided to move to BA, because not become from a non-technical background, it is very difficult to understand the technical terminologies initially. What is front end, what is back end? It is something which I don't know, I have never heard about. But then it is a basic requirement to understand, because if you do not know what is front end, what is development team, what is quality team, what does a development team do, how many people are involved in, as in front end developer is different, back end developer is different, database, SQL, these basic understanding I was not aware, which actually was a major challenge for me. But as I said, I did a couple of courses on Udemy, watched videos on YouTube. That actually helped me to understand all these terminologies and boost up my confidence to move to.
Mhm. Do you think that now that you have some experience as a business analyst in the technical front, but you might have also faced some maybe requirements or solved some problems which were not exactly technical, or maybe some process wise or people wise, something that you have maybe worked on, if there are any? Um, is there a way that you think that you could have done something better in your previous pre-BA life? Like a problem that you could have solved better, or a work that could have been done better had there been a good BA, or if you were a BA then? Um,
Yeah, not exactly. I would say yes, but a bit of it, what you said is I keep thinking and I keep comparing with the current role and current scenarios with my previous role and scenarios. So,
mhm,
as I said that I was handling multiple client account and client across globe. So basically, there were more of technical issues wherein the VM is not working, or their emails are not working. So I had a team of people with me for each and every issue. I had to assign a person, but being an non-technical guy, I personally could not do anything to that. But now when I get a basic understanding of technicalities, I think that if I had these basic understanding, then I could have done pretty much good what I used to do in that role. So that gap I definitely feel that there was, which I think is very minimum now. I won't say that there is no gap in understanding now, because still I face challenges many times because there are multiple accounts or multiple clients that I deal with, projects that I deal with, but then not all clients use the same terminologies or language in terms of technical. So at times this happens that I feel that there is a learning curve or there is a gap which I need to fill in. So there's not a huge difference in my previous or current role or job, but then yes, if I had good understanding of technicalities then, or I had urge of learning technicalities then, I could have done better in my that.
Mhm. Yeah, but personally, if I had to add to your points, I think any position that solves a problem is a BA. So, I mean, that's my personal opinion, not exactly academic or industry thing. But if you look at the CBAP or other materials around, they are kind of agnostic to the industry, agnostic to the roles. They just ask you, understand the need, understand the requirement, try and see what's the gap, and then fill it up whichever way you can. So, some or all parts of the academic structure of the business analysis course or the curriculum, it can be applied to anybody who solves a problem, be it somebody who is kind of like a vendor to a solution, or provide requirement gathering on a business user, somebody who's a CEO of a company, who's a management consultant, who's a testing resource, etc. At different stages, people can actually apply their BA skill set and solve problems. So anybody who solves the problems and adds value is a BA, in my opinion. So that's what I wanted to add here. Okay. Now that you have migrated to a business analyst role, do you enjoy it, or what are the things that you are still working on as a BA to improve your skill set?
Yeah, I definitely enjoy because this is something I like doing. Basically, what BA does is interacting with the people, be it client side, be it development team, be it quality team, share and give your inputs which are actually heard and considered. At times there are long discussions wherein a BA has to be a little bit of stubborn on the points wherein development team is not ready to accept or agree. So this, I won't say this is a fight, but then this is a healthy discussion that different people with different mindset, different understanding come to a table. They have a discussion, they share their inputs. So these everything I love very much being a BA.
Mhm.
Challenges, as I said, understanding the terminologies, understanding the technicalities, depending on the project. Uh, Similar sort of project, for example, if there is an application that I have already worked with, which was developed, similar application comes again from a different client. I think it helps me because the nature of that development is same. Even if the UI or the coding is different, but then the nature or the utilization would be same. So that helps. But then if something that I've never worked on a project or with a client, it definitely makes me a little bit of worried that would it be possible for me to understand the client terminologies or what they are saying, their requirement, their understanding. So that is something which I guess this is my personal opinion that everybody will keep on feeling that until they keep learning, because learning is something which I think should never be stopped. We should keep learning, and that's how, because technically if you see, technology is growing each and every day. There is no backlog or there is no stop there where the technology says that that's done. Technology is something which is improving and growing day in and out. So and if we stop learning, then definitely we will face challenges. So other than that, I definitely like and love being a PA.
That's great to hear. Any advice, top three advices to people who would want to make that switch like you did from non BA or non technical to technical BA, or just BA, for example?
Uh, First thing is believe in yourself. is something which I did personally, because moving from whichever domain, whichever industry you are in, and irrespective of technical or a non-technical background, unless you believe yourself, nothing is possible. Even if you are from technical background, if you do not believe, if you are not confident, I don't think one can do good in BA, even though you are from technical background. So one first thing is believe in yourself and be confident. Please keep learning, because as I said, learning is something which is 100% required. Even if we get a job, we crack the interview, we get a job, we completed the certification, that's not the end. Even in IIBA, there are different level of certifications. There's not only one certification, because there is a scope of improvement and learning, right? So that's the reason why there are different certification, there are different level of certification. So keep learning, be confident, and select the domain or industry, because I am working in a fintech company as a BA. So there are different domains and company that hires BA. So whichever domain or company that you think can help you grow, and you can give your input and your best, please select the domain and companies very wisely before you get into that role.
Hmm. Anything else on another tip?
No, as in personally, if I think that's pretty much what I did. I believed in myself. I was confident enough when I made this decision that I have to switch. That's the point where I thought that I can't do it anymore. Honestly, leaving BPO was only reason was night shifts. I was not able to do night shifts anymore. It was long 13 years of journey, night day, and alternate shifts, graveyard shifts. I was tired of all that.
Hmm.
So not because of shifts that I moved out. That was one of the major reason. But then there was a saturation level to my growth, and there was no learning curve left, because the position that I was into, technical account manager, after that there was no learning. It was like, now after a couple of years you will be promoted as senior manager, then maybe director, and that's it. But then new things, I cannot learn new things, wherein in BA I found out that every time you discuss something with anybody, be it a developer, be it quality, be it your other BA, your colleague, anyone, you get to know new things, that
Hmm.
something new has come up in the world, and you crave to learn that what exactly is this, why I can't do it. There are
Hmm.
different approaches for making the documents, technical documents, writing the BRDs. There are different ways. So there is a continuous learning, which I could not see in my previous role. So believe and be confident is the and keep learning is what I would suggest to others.
All right, that's great to hear. Um, I think that's all for today. Thank you, Nikhil, for your time and appreciate and good luck for your future.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.